bell ringer, okay. Great. So I usually try to record the whole roll wheel process, but here I messed up my recording, my apologies. But truthfully, nothing was missed because having the roll wheel show bell ringer is kind of maximally disappointing. I don't like this roll. I think very few people like this roll. And yeah, let's see how this game will go. So when you're bell ringer, which is what I say in the chat, you should always call your bells on the second day. Do your best to contributing to the village by helping them. And yeah, let's see how it unfolds, because there will be a lot of RARs this game. 4 RARs to be exact. And there's also one red lady claim, but there's only one aura claim, which is 4, and 4 says that 10 has good aura. So that's great. And to talk about the RARs, we have 7, 13, 6, and 10 who are RARs. And 7 has a weight check, checking 10, not werewolf. And 10 themselves is non-RAR, so I guess 7 proves 10. And yeah, 13 says that 3 is not villager. So straight accusation on 3, and 3 doesn't have good defense. They claim RV Bellringer, which is weird to begin with. And they do so late, like after they got called not villager, it seems. 10 says that 6 equals 7. And 6 is actually the other RAR claim who said that 9 and 13 were red, 13 being an RAR. So 9 is priest, and since 6 said 9, 13 red, well, 9, I'm gonna pause because that's a lot. 9 try to water 13, because 9, 13 red, if 9 is priest, 9 it cannot be red, so 13 red. So yep, and 13 is not a werewolf. Therefore 9 died, and therefore 6 is just proven fake RIR. So yep. So that gives credibility to 13 saying 3 is not a villager, so that's why we vote 3 without too much concern. And last but not least, 10 said 6 equals 7, and 6 is fake because they are the spirit seal who said 9, 13 red. So if 6 equals 7, then that would mean they are both wolves. Yeah, the funny thing being that 7 proved 10. So here, yeah, we actually have 3 evils in a way. 3, 6, and 7 look evil from the information. Yeah, and the last information is 1 being Red Lady and saying they have visited 15, who I don't think claimed. Oh no, 15 is Marksman, sorry. Yep, and 3 was Wolf's Trickster, so that's a bit weird, right? But as I said, 13 was kind of, yeah, kind of, they were watered. So 3 was probably Wolf Trickster here. And the Marksman had a lucky mark, and they marked 6, who, well, was proven fake. They are the fake spirits here. Here, I guess there's not really a right way to place your bales. I haven't played this role that much, and it's also a new role to me. I mean, I just learned it when I started playing the game again, like many roles. And yeah, what I decide to do here is just a bell to sus players. So 7, who, as I said, is probably wolf, since 10 said 6 equals 7, but it's still not proven. But 7 proved 10, and 14, who I think just didn't say anything this entire game. They could be good, they could be jailer. Jailer is probably unclaimed here, but medium died. So yeah, 14 is probably jailer or lurker or just an evil role. Yep. And so what I do and what should be done is I say who my bells are on. And that's quite crucial, and you should always do that. So a lot of information. Again, one who is red lady, sorry, visited me, and therefore proves me, but one themselves are not proven. And one is actually called not village by 7. Yeah, and 4 checked 12 unknown, so 12 is probably jailer or lurker. So yeah, 10 keeps saying that 6 equals 7, and I try to confirm that. I type a lot of message who I end up, I end up not sending. And yeah, 10 says they were jailed. I ask why they didn't give info, but they were just jailed here. And yeah, and 16 finally claims lurker. And yeah, so they ask to be jail kill. So 7 is kind of a free vote here. And 10 is kind of proven RR here, just like 13 is, I guess. Yeah. So to sum up, 1 is Red Lady, 4 is the Oraseer, 5 is Claimless, I think. 8 Claimless as well, I think. 10 is Detective, and they said 6 equals 7. And then were jailed. 12 is unclaimed too, but they were checked unknown, and since 16 claimed jailer, 12 is probably 16 claimed lurker, so 12 is probably jailer, and finally 15 is marksman. So yeah, I'm gonna pause again, sorry. Here I do the very crucial thing you should do as bell ringer absolutely, is when somebody who you have bells on is about to get voted, you do this thing in the chat and you pre-type, because you will get the other person's role, the other belled person's role, and you can actually give it after the voted person dies. You can give it during this specific day, and that's huge, which is why I do this big pre-type. It's important information. I will get 14's role here with 7 being voted. Yep, exactly. And I do manage, as you can see, to give the information. I panicked and said WW because I saw the werewolf, and that yeah, I sent WWT, even though Trickster Wolf is usually how do you say, abbreviated to TWW, but whatever, right? So here I tend to think that 14 tricked 3. So interesting, right? And since the random killer didn't kill, I'm kind of tempted to say that 3 was a random killer, but maybe 3 was just a villager who 13 blamed and 14 tricked 3. So that's interesting. And yeah, 8, who was unclaimed, is checked good by Aura. And yeah, also not werewolf by 13. So 8 is good, 12 kind of jailer here, and 16 lurker, and 12 did not turn 16, a bit surprising. And 1, the right lady, visited 16, who was a lurker claim, so yeah. So I try to push 14, and 14 is just not saying anything, so that will go smoothly, really. And yeah, I do have suspicion on 13 here because of 14 being werewolf trickster and 13 sold 3, but I think here I get a bit lost information and I forget that 9 actually watered 13. So yeah, the fact that 14 appears as trickster here kind of got me confused, I guess. Which is why I say that 13 might be werewolf, or they just found RK and 14 tricked the RK. But yeah, they cannot be werewolf, they were watered. I guess they could be sorcerer, but it's unlikely. So yeah, we vote 14. I don't think there's people here thinking that 14 was tricked, because a lot of people are proven here, so yeah. Nothing to add here really. Just gonna wait for the following day, see how it unfolds. And nobody dies. And I have suspicion of 13, but 13's actually checked for solo team. Even though in my opinion right now it's likely that the RK was tricked. And 13 says that 5 is solo team. And 5 just says 13 lies and they don't give a roll. Yeah, this game is a bit surprising. The players are unusual. So here I hesitate to kill 5. Because they were called solo team, and in my opinion the last evil player is a werewolf, since 3 in my opinion is an arcade tricked, so I think that's very real. Yeah, and also 12, the jailer, did not convert 16, which is just not nice at all whatsoever. And as you see, 5 was actually the arcade, and there were just 2 werewolf tricksters in game. So yeah, I kind of got confused at the end, but otherwise it was a pretty good game. I just wanted to share it because I think I played Bellringer the way it should be played here. And yeah, I apologize to 13. The fact that there were 2 trickster werewolves kind of got me confused. I guess that's how you would expect it to go. Yeah. Yeah, what I want to say is, yeah, I did play Bellringer. I guess this video is a way to share some Bellringer tricks, especially the one where, yeah, you can tell the role of a Beld player when the other Beld player gets bodied. You have the time, you just have to free type, and as soon as you see the icon appearing, you have to quickly type the acronym and or the first few letters of the role that appears to just share to the village. And if it's a village role, you just say like village. Like if, for example, 14 was jailer, I wouldn't have said jailer, of course, but I would still keep that pre-type and send a message saying that 14 was village, for example. So yep, and also a very important thing, at the start of day 2, just say who you have belled, so you don't just come out of nowhere saying, oh, my bell's broke and this number is this role. Yeah, to earn trust, you have to yourself go out of your way to contribute to the village, is how I see, that's how I see this game personally, as village. And especially as suspicious village roles. When you're a suspicious village role, you have to contribute a bit more and try to push the walls a bit more, because that's actually I guess a secondary way to prove yourself, right? Because if you're the one who starts to call on an evil player and it works, you're less likely to be evil, right? Anyway, that's a bit of ranting at the end of this game, sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe if you liked this Bellringer gameplay. Very rare, good Bellringer gameplay. Not a role I like, once again. But still, I think it managed to work out in this game, because I was the only one who called an 14 evil here. And yep, I think that's a goodbye.